Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Somebody, I'm not sure who, recently tweeted that most Trump supporters are not racist, but that Trump's racism is not a deal breaker for them. And on the surface, it sounds like a reasonable statement. But it's a perfect illustration of the limits of Twitter. You have 140 characters to express a thought. So it's not a place where you can express anything that's complex or subtle or even sensible. You can be clever on Twitter. You can say stuff that sounds like you know what you're talking about on Twitter. But it's not a place where you can express anything in depth. So you need to keep it simple. When you try to express something more complex, it just doesn't work. And that's the case with that tweet. Because the only reason that racism is not a deal breaker for someone is if that person is racist. It's like saying, I wouldn't burn a cross on someone's lawn, but I don't mind if the KKK does. Or, I wouldn't lynch somebody, but it's fine with me if someone else does that. The reason why you're okay with it is because you're racist. If you're not a racist, you would be shocked, appalled, and angry when you see stuff like that. But the fact that you won't participate in racist actions yourself doesn't mean you're not racist. It just means you're not an enthusiastic racist. It's not that big a step from being okay with racism to becoming a participant in it. And voting is an action. If you're willing to vote for Trump knowing that he's a racist, that vote is an endorsement of his racism. It becomes a racist act, no different than burning a cross on someone's lawn or participating in a lynching. Because the most important power that a citizen has is his or her vote. If you give that power to a racist, you're a participant in that racism. You're responsible for it. Now, there are some people who will tell you that Trump is not a racist. These people are either lying or they are so racist themselves that it just seems normal to them. So, after Election Day in November, we will have a pretty accurate count of how many racists there are in the United States. Thanks for listening.